Hey!
Hey! The BGS is back. Shannon Heaton here.
Matt Heaton here.
Welcome, one and all. We have a new backdrop for this very special edition of the virtual guided session. This is in celebration of our new album, Whirring Wings, by Matt and Shannon Heaton, but played with all of us here. So welcome. Thanks for joining us. Arthur in France. I'm glad that you're back after having the wisdom teeth out. Hope it's all feeling normal now, or the new normal, really. To Bob in Wisconsin, welcome to you. To Adele in Halifax, welcome, welcome. Let's see, Elizabeth, nice to see you, and I hope your memorial for your mom last week was great. I was in Ireland and thinking of you. Hello to Ray in New York. I'm glad that you also got the rain, as we did here in Massachusetts.
It's easier to shovel rain.
Yes. And to Jeff in Sarasota, welcome to you. Ditto on the rain versus huge predicted snowstorm. We were lucky, huh? Marco and Jeanette in Milano, hello and welcome to you. To Mike, nice to have you joining us in Ohio, and nice to have you, Julie, in Tennessee. Thanks, I'm glad you're enjoying the album and the book. To Susan in New Jersey, welcome, welcome. I'm glad it's snowing for you and you're enjoying it. To other Mike in Portland, hi and welcome to you. To Vivian, wonderful to have you joining us, and it's snowing for you. All right. Lake effect.
Bound to happen somewhere.
It is. To Ted in Ottawa, hello, wonder if it's snowing there. To Julie and John down the road, hey friends. To Pat in Ohio, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Saul, I'm glad you made it, and on time. Wow, exciting. To Carrie in Florida, welcome, and really happy that you are back from Celtic Connections. Hope it was a wonderful time in Scotland. We missed you last month. To Wes and Julie in Frederick. To Romian C, hello, and hello to you. Margot in Chicago, welcome. Karen, hello everybody. It is VGS time. Thanks for joining us from California. To Lynn in Connecticut, to Steve in Scotland, welcome, welcome. To Therese in Portland, Oregon. Hi, Timmy in Ireland, welcome. Where are you joining us from in Ireland on this fine evening for you? Hi, Kevin in Texas. Hello to James in England. Nice to have you joining us again. Welcome back. Petter, welcome to you as well. Really, really glad that you're here. To Guitar Lessons and Songs. To Porek in Dublin. Hi and welcome. Thanks for joining us. And to Aga in Poland. Hello and welcome, my friend. To Steve in Maryland. To Larry, also in Maryland. To Robert and Susan in Tennessee, both of you. To Tim near Midlothian, Texas, where Matt will be in October.
I will.
To Art in Vermont. Hello, welcome. Johnny in LA. We have a nice house today. Sacramento, California. Hi, Dawn. Hello, Dawn in Fort Collins. Hello, Frank in Ohio. Hi, everybody. Allison, welcome to you in Rhode Island. And okay, so Timmy is joining from Cork. Wonderful to have you join us. We love Cork, and Cork is beloved, lovable. And to JD, welcome and thanks for joining us. Okay, we're going to start off with some music here. As I mentioned, this is
the Whirring Wings edition of the VGS.
A celebration of our new CD,
Yep.
Whirring Wings. But this is a session, right? This is not a performance. So in true session style, we're going to mostly just do trad tunes. And because this is a nice mid-tempo session, we're going to keep it easy going. This is not a performance. This is meant to be playing together. Seb in France, welcome to you. And to Barry in Cavan. Oh, we got some nice Ireland people joining us from Dublin, Cork, and Cavan. And to Amy in Pasadena. Okay, we're going to start off, though, with a trad tune that is not on the album. Nice and simple one. D, C sharp, A, G, E, F, E, D. If that's all you get, great. 1, 2, ready. to Selma, right?
Segue? Or you can talk over it.
This beautiful painting, made by our friend Vincent Crotty, is the cover of our new CD. So we're going to play The Maid of Selma, which is the first track, into The Rose in the Heather. I'll post those. Very nice underscore, Matt Heat.
Yeah, that's why we don't normally do segues. I guess there's a lot to say in between,
So we're going to play that one and tell the story of Selma.
but okay. Well, Selma, as you know, is a place. There's the town name in America. Anyway, there might be some other Selmas around, but Selma was originally came from James McPherson, I believe, who was a poet in the 1800s, and he discovered these amazing, very old manuscripts, like 3rd century or something. Dug up these old manuscripts and translated them, and they were sort of like this whole mystical thing where they talked of this land of Selma, which was a kind of a otherworldly place, and it really, that's where the name came from. The only little wrinkle in this is that he made the whole thing up, and that he himself wrote those manuscripts and just said that he found them. Yeah.
But it's magical anyway, and so that is the first track on our album, and also a tune, The Maid of Selma, that we very much associate with this lovely community here. So the idea is today we're going to play a bunch of the trad tunes from this album. So welcome, Joy. Thank you for joining us from Florida. Wonderful that you're here, my friend. And to Dat in Southern California. I'm glad you're here as well. And happy Lunar New Year. Happy Year of the Dragon. Aha. And to Gilda, welcome to you. So here we go. We're going to try The Maid of Selma into The Rose and the Heather. So here we go. 1, 2. Here we go. treat to slow these tunes down a little bit and also to share them with all of you guys playing along. The Rose and the Heather, of course, a lovely old trad tune. All these tunes have stories, and all these tunes have different stories for each person that carries them, right? And so that was one thing that we were so aware of when we put together our album, Whirring Wings, all these stories. And we had so many things to share about the music that we did put together a companion tune book, and it's got all the wee tales about the music in there, as well as the sheet music. Very exciting. I know a couple of you have that, and so you can refer to that as we play through most of the trad tunes on this album. You can find the record there. I just put the
link.
The link. So Tim, I am playing a Patrick Allwell flute, Pratton model with the 6 keys, which I love. It's my favorite ever. And I love also earlier I saw that somebody's helping, who's helping his son sort through a bunch of things. Jeff, that you're helping your son sort and purge some things. I have to say, I would love to do a companion live stream of this sorting and purging. It's like one of my favorite things to do in the world. I love to just streamline and get rid of things. I have a collection, of books and reference materials here. And even this treasurable collection, I'm always sort of purging and sorting and thinning. So I love this pursuit of streamlining. It's so exciting. So if you need any support, we're here for you. Yeah. Just let us know real time what's happening. So all these tunes have stories, including this next set. Now we're going to stick with mostly trad tunes today, but
we're going to sneak in one that isn't.
And why are we sneaking in tune with reality?
Well, it is another VGS inspired one because as you know, we got into the habit of asking, well, no, not we asked, Shannon asking me if we're in tune with reality.
Are we in tune with reality?
AKA,
now that you've switched to guitar?
AKA, is my guitar still in tune to 440? The answer is almost always yes. But, so in tune, are we in tune with reality? And then Shannon wrote a tune called In Tune with Reality.
Because I do tend to tune like this. Those are the notes that I check, so those are the first notes of the tune. Karen, I saw that you have been working on this tune, In Tune with Reality, which is such an honor that you would learn our tune. So I know we'll get to play it with at least one of you, and then we'll go into the man of the house and the woman of the house.
Yeah.
Because that's who made the album.
Yeah. Yeah. It is hard to, with the purging thing, it is hard to start, but we're not to get too trendy or anything, but we are big fans of the KonMari thing, where you just deal with one thing, whatever, shirts or whatever it is, and dump them all on the bed, and then just grab each one and be like, yes or no, spaku joy.
Yes, spark joy. We love this. Yeah. We're here for you.
This tune sparks joy. Here we go.
2, 3. Is that a good pace? Is that too slow?
I don't know. I think let's see what happens.
2, 3, 4. Feels really weird at this pace, doesn't it?
I mean, we usually play it faster.
Settle into it, Heaton.
Yeah, you got this.
Settle in. 1, 2. It ain't about the speed, it's the feel. So if you're just joining us or if you didn't get the memo, we're playing the trad tunes from our new album, along with other trad favorites, most of them in the In Harmony collection, real standards. Keeping things mostly trad because that's the conversational thing to do, isn't it? You wouldn't want to go to a session where somebody's just playing all their original tunes that you don't know. That said, this is a celebration of the new album, and boy, it feels good to have that out in the world. It's a lot of work to put together an album, and now the fun part is just playing the music with all of you together. So thank you so much for joining us. We're going to carry on with some music, but first, I'm really a big fan of people tuning in, weighing in on the whole idea of streamlining stuff, getting rid of stuff, going through stuff, sorting and purging. As Jeff said, it is hard to get started, but once you get going, it kind of feels really good. And I think it's a long process, right? It's a mindset. It's a gratitude mindset, really, to be grateful for what you do have and pass on the stuff that you maybe don't need. A great thing to do. And George, welcome to you. And George, I think you're right. It can become kind of a perfectionist, like it can become a strategy for what is the word? Procrastination. It can become a procrastination thing, like, oh, I got to do some work, but first I got to clean off that table. For sure, everything's a balance, isn't it? And speaking of purging, it can be great to purge guitar tunings that are not necessary, but it can also be great to use a bunch of them and enjoy them. Your go-to is standard.
Yeah. I'm in standard so far. I'm gonna play a couple in drop D a little later, but yeah, standard would be my favorite.
Yes. And what other tunings do you use?
Drop D, Dadgad, the occasional open G. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to play some hornpipes. The hornpipe on the album is the Golden Castle, so we will play that one, which is our favorite ever, and we have a nice story in the book about it. But we're also going to play what was the Zoom tune for this month. These are so great. I love the Zoom tunes. Thanks for joining us, those of you who do.
What's a Zoom tune, Shannon?
What is a Zoom tune? It's usually the first Saturday of the month. We only have one more before a big long pause before like October or whatever. So get in on the March one if you'd like to. Just email me.
It's an online workshop.
On Zoom.
Yep.
I just teach a tune to everybody. It sounds so simple, and yet like it's so sweet and so powerful to do this together. We have some Zoom tune friends in the room. So I'm going to play
Zoom tune in the room.
The Flowers in May, that's what I call it. It's also called the Mullingar something. I wrote it down. The Mullingar Races. That's the more common tune, but I always knew it as Flowers in the May. Into the Golden Castle hornpipe. Into. Yeah?
Yeah. So the Mullingar first. And
yes.
Then, yeah. And I do like that there are also advice on how to get silly putty out of carpet and things like that. Here, I've got one for you guys. If you have, for example, a much beloved white sweatshirt that has seemingly gotten dirty and seems like the dirt is kind of baked in, anything you can do at that point? Should we just like wash it with a bunch of bleach? I don't know.
It's got dark lettering on the top.
Yeah, right. It's like a white T-shirt with black silk screen on it, yeah, it would be nice if it were cleaner, but I don't know what we can do. So.
1, 2, here we go.
Hey!
Lovely,
That was fun.
Matt
That was
Heaton.
fun.
We did record the Golden Castle with some of those moves, not all,
no.
but those other two we did not record
No.
and really have not played for a while,
Yeah.
and just love
Kinda
what
fun,
you do.
Kind of fun.
Just love what you do, Matt
Oh my
Heaton.
God.
And many people love what you do, of course. And so the
Go on.
Backers Corner there's a playlist, Tim, on my YouTube channel, on this
it's
YouTube channel.
videos on this very channel.
Yeah, and we made a little playlist of all of Matt's offerings
Yeah.
called the Backers Corner.
Which I'm all of a sudden wishing we had called Backed Into a Corner. That would have been funny.
It's not too late.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good. Margot, place for everything in its place. That's what my dad always taught me, and it is a powerful one. It is a powerful one. And Petter, I'm so glad that you enjoyed the Golden Castle on the album. And really, our friend Vincent was well into this painting. He had well begun this painting by the time we went to
Should
record
I
the
show
Golden
it?
Castle. Sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
okay.
idea.
Yeah,
So it was like the Maid of Selma. We were thinking of this mythical place. Our son Nigel had taken a photo of us playing in front of our neighbor's house. This is not our neighbor's house. So Vincent kind of copied us in the photo. I was wearing this tunic, not with this under it, but I was wearing this same tunic. Hi.
I can't tell which way I'm going.
That's good. It's perfect.
Okay.
So Vincent had painted this kind of Selma world, and we were really thinking of this as we put together the Golden Castle. We wanted that to be kind of the counterpart, just to like create this world, this beautiful space. And the Golden Castle hornpipe, of course, made up by Junior Korean. Junior Korean was this masterful storyteller and sort of painted these amazing, sometimes creepy scenes. So we just kind of wanted to go with that vibe. So I'm glad you enjoyed that very much, Petter. Let's see here. We got what next, Matt Heaton?
Well, I think we're gonna do some slip jigs.
Okay, right. Now, after I said we're going to play mostly trad tunes, these are originals. But I also will say, in real time, Joey, you affected how I played the Boys of Bluehill. I played a high D near the end of it because I saw your note about the high C. So there you go. So yes, half holing would be the way to go if you don't have a key. I have a key. So I'm using that. So
Yeah, so we're going to do a couple of Shannon's tunes, the Limerick Liftoff, another VGS inspiration. And is this actually like an offertory?
sure.
Kind of is, yeah. So this is our offertory selection. We'll do 2 slip jigs. If you would like to contribute to the ongoing expenses of the VGS, there are a couple of PayPal and Venmo links that you can use in there.
And we're just really so happy you're here. So we'll do, I hope some of you know this, the Limerick Liftoff into the Little Leaf Linden. Very
Those are
nice.
nice ones, Shannon. Those are good ones.
Very nice to play those with Matt Heaton here in that beautiful C. Lovely, lovely C voicings there.
Thank you.
You can learn a lot from this man here.
Great tune.
And just doing it with Vincent's painting back there. So that's Vincent Crotty. I'll type his name in here.
yeah.
So we all know Vincent Crotty, who is, speaking of Peter from Cork, Vincent is from Kanturk, a lovely painter who's living here in Boston, originally from Kanturk.
Yep, I think that isn't vinceycrotty.com is his website. I'm not sure about that, but he's got a website. He sells. There are things that he like repro like prints. That's what the word I'm looking for. Anyway,
Lovely
stuff,
work from
great
Vincent
stuff.
there.
Yeah.
And really sets a mood. It really set a mood for us while we were assembling that music. And it was fun to get a chance to play last week on Claire FM. I had a chat with Owen, and a few of you were here listening to that. Owen has also kind of created that wonderful oasis, that community that joins him for the programs there, the Friday evening in Ireland programs, afternoon for us. So yeah, lots of great programs on Claire FM. So we're going to carry on now. Matt is not just a pretty backer. Matt is also can also play beautiful melodies. So we're going to play a tune called "The Milliner's Daughter," which again is on the album. That's a nice trad tune, an oldie in G. And then we're going to play "My Love Is in America," which is the current tune of the month selection. And Matt, I hope you'll join on maybe melody.
I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna play this in drop D as well for anyone keeping score.
Will that mess up your tune?
We'll find out.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it'll make it better.
That's where we're going. So how fast do you want to go? 1, 2, G1 first. lovely to play these tunes just a little bit more moderately paced and to hear you picking the tunes. Really lovely. If you don't know that already, that is the Tune of the Month selection this month on this YouTube channel. Hey, Roxanne, nice to have you joining us. All the spring peepers are singing along with us. Very nice to hear. And Grania. Hi, Grania. Nice to have you joining us from County Kerry. We've got some nice Irish representation here. Anybody from Clare? I'm not sure yet. Love that the Robins are singing, Karen, where you are. So we're going to play some jigs. And before we do, I will say just 2 jigs that are on the album. Before I do, I will let you know that tomorrow is the last day to get in your, or maybe let's say Monday, is the last Monday afternoon, is the last opportunity to get in your Geese in the Bog Haunted House Jigs. Speaking of jigs, we're doing a collab video with folks joining together. So you can, we'll tell you more about that in a bit. First, Buried My Wife and Danced on Her Grave, and Paddy Fahy's G jig. The Buried My Wife into that one there.
Yep. This one I'm playing in drop D, capo 5, just like I do on the record. Mostly because of this chord.
Let's hear it. Let's hear that chord. It's okay. Commit. Lovely. We're going to carry on with some reels that we very much associate with County Clare. We tell the whole spiel in the companion book, but just suffice to say, we've played them for a long time since we first started going over and staying over in the winters in Ireland. We started going over in the late 90s, early 2000s. We would go for 3 months of every year, and it had been quite a while since we'd spent some good time there. So I was there in November, and then I was just there last week. Really lovely to be plugged back in and see everybody. So thinking of you, County Clare, as we play P. Joe Hayes number 2. And the Cottage in the Grove, which I associate with the great flute maker, lovely musician, Eamon Cotter, and the Mother and Child Reel.
Starts off with some cool harmonics.
Not too fast now. So just a few performative moves today for this session together. We're playing music from the new CD with you, playing them at a moderate pace and kind of vacuuming out a lot of the real scripted elements and the newer tunes, but just a little bit of sass from the album, I think is good. So speaking of sass, friends, we have our collab video.
Yeah.
Being assembled as we speak. Elise is putting together all the little squares of people playing the Geese in the Bog and the Haunted House together. It's very sweet. We've got a crew. There's still a little bit of room and there's still a little bit of time. You have until Monday to get your videos in. So you can go to this drive here. I'll put it in here. The Geese in the Bog and the Haunted House. You can find instructions on how to make your video and then submit it and be part of the squares, the grid squares, this collaborative video of playing the Geese in the Bog into the Haunted House. So we're going to play the Geese in the Bog, but first we're going to play a jig from the new album, Against the Grain, written for Vincent Crotty, who made that beautiful cover painting of the album, Whirring Wings. And then we're going to, so it's into a favorite of many, Morrison's, into Geese in the Bog, referencing all the birds on the album. There are bird sounds, there are bird tunes, there are bird thoughts all throughout the album.
I'm going to answer quick questions. Terry was having trouble with the PayPal.
We don't know what to say.
Yeah, there's a Venmo link.
Yeah, we don't know what to say.
That's all I got for you. There's, and then, wait, go up. Okay, you go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't see it now. You.
So, so here we go. Here we go. Matt was going to answer the question about the PayPal, but he doesn't have an answer. Do you have an answer, honey?
It seems very combative.
No, I'm
I was
not.
going to say there is a Venmo is another option.
I think he's overseas, and I don't think you can do.
Okay. Then
you can do Venmo. So I'm afraid we can't
good
help.
Thoughts. We'll have to go.
Thank
with good
you
thoughts.
anyway.
Yeah,
that's good. Good thoughts are great. And this wonderful Loic, I'm so glad that you made it in the room, and I'm so glad that the cat is fascinated by the fingers.
This is good.
Indeed.
This is good.
Tim, you said Claire Kaysen suggested playing a second instrument. I think that's a great idea. Hello to Claire, wonderful instructor, wonderful person there in Texas, sharing Irish music with people. And that is why we started the virtual guided session, in addition to other things, why we started a moderately paced session for folks working on a second instrument. And Grania, welcome to you, and I'm so glad that you made it. The CD is available on our site. Thank you. I'll give a little link to that. Thanks for asking. And the East Clare reel, yes, Saul, you're right. Also, it's called Johnny McGreevy's, if you're living on the south side of Chicago. So I was pausing when you were answering the questions because you were going out of order. I like to respond. The yellows show which one was last responded to, so I didn't want to lose my place. That's why I was flustered. I was not flustered with you. I was flustered with my own management of the chat window here. So, carrying on, we've got just a moment here for these jigs. I'm gonna. Did I post them?
I think you did, but that's the collab, and then go down a bit.
I'm gonna just post them again, just in case I didn't.
Do it again.
I'll do it again.
Post it again.
Because then it shows where the chat is too.
Yeah,
See, this is
Post
it's a whole thing.
All right, we got this.
The Corn Boy sounds like a terrible, terrible name for that tune, by the
Corn
way.
Man.
Corn Man.
You guys know Corn Man? Next week we'll talk about, or next time we'll talk about Corn Man.
Oh, next time.
Next time.
Will be.
Next time, right.
March 23rd.
Yes, we're moving off our usual schedule. It's going to be March 23rd because the third weekend is St. Patrick's weekend and we've got some gigs. So, there you go.
1, 2, ready. Lovely.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
enjoyable.
you do.
Very enjoyable. Well, this was lovely, friends. Thank you very much for joining us. A very special welcome to those of you who haven't been here in a while, or who are brand new, or who are not on the chat but tuning in anyway. And just happy to have us all here. We are going to be meeting again for the VGS Saturday, March 23rd, not the usual third Saturday. But we're going to do our very best to keep the VGS going on the third Saturdays of every month. Next month, notwithstanding. Right. So thank you. Dank u wel. Guramahagat. Ta palat. Merci beaucoup for putting up with our scheduling puzzles here. Trugare. Ta palat. Did I say? Merci beaucoup. Arigato gozaimasu. Muchas gracias. Dziękuję. Dankeschön. Mille grazie. Sheshe. Mkoi. Chwala wam. Toda. Tusen tak for remembering that we were doing the VGS today. Kamsahamnida. Efcharisto. Chwala vam for being supportive of one another as you're working on these tunes. Eskarik asko. Danyavad. Gidos to those of you who sent in your Geese in the Bog and Haunted House videos. And if you haven't and you still want to be part of it, there's still time. Datenda. Shukran. Miigwech. Yudva. Spasiba. Ahehe. Salamat. Terima kasih. Diolch. Kusanem. Muito obrigada. Kamun. Khop naka. Thank you so much. We're going to end with a tune that I wrote called Cher Ami. To all of you Cher Ami out there, Nigel Heaton wants to throw a sock at us, and unfortunately he missed the camera. So there we go. Thanks, folks. Be so well. If you'd like to join for the final Zoom tune on Saturday, March 2nd, send me an email. If you just want to say hi, stay in touch. 1, 2, here we go. Don, thanks for asking. I forgot to post the title. That's called Cher Ami, dear friend. And thank you, dear friends. Thank you, wonderful VGS. Nice to have you. Peter, I'm glad you could join us at the end. Claudia, welcome back. And Grania, don't be a stranger. Wonderful to have you here. Dominique, hello, and take very good care of your dear selves, and hope to see you next time. Kathleen, welcome back next time at the VGS, March 23rd. And Timmy, Slán from Kanturk, this painting for you.
Yeah.
Bye.